Hello, welcome to a new ramble video. Before I get started, I just want to say that if I sound a little bit off, it's because I think I'm getting sick, and so my throat is a little bit congested at the moment. But other than that, I'll just get right on with it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was the Solus Valentine's comp that happened this weekend, or last weekend I should say. It was a 48-hour deal with an extra 6-hour in, so 54 hours of hardcore gaming was had that weekend, and honestly, it was my first time doing one of those kind of things, like a weekend comp. The only other comp I'd really participated in before was Summer Fantasy last year, and I definitely enjoyed this comp a lot. I went into it thinking that, I wouldn't really try hard. I paired myself up with Aaron, and mostly because I wasn't really serious in the duo aspect. I thought if anything I'll just play a lot for myself and make a lot of fishing progress, and that would be it. But it turned out that the comp was a little bit less competitive than I thought. Only a couple teams were really seriously playing, not including me. I played it a lot individually. As a team, I didn't really do that well. I think I got like rank 6 team or something, which is pretty high considering how many people entered, but yeah, not a lot of people were really seriously competing, like I said. But yeah, my main thing was just to play a lot for myself. I didn't really think I was going to super sleep deprive or anything like that, but after the first 6 hour, which I thought would be pretty crappy, I actually did not so bad. I got a 6.09 with fishing, which is pretty good for me. I thought I would definitely get under. I thought I was making a lot of mistakes and stuff, and I was playing Rune Dragon, so I wasn't really intending to, do a tick perfect kind of 6 hour. But I think that motivated me a little bit more to play more, and so I did just about 2 more 6 hours after that one. After, gaming for about 18 hours, I decided I was feeling really tired. I didn't really get very good sleep the night before, so I decided to take a 3-hour nap of sorts, or sleep, whatever you want to call it. And I'm really glad that I did that, because before that, I really couldn't even finish my last 6 hour. My hand was just felt like it was made of stone. It was very hard to move and take fish and everything like that. Even if I had stopped playing the Rune Dragon, I don't think that I could have done very well. It probably would have been better for me to stay up a little bit longer. Obviously, time played is time played in these kind of comps, but once I woke up from my 3-hour slumber, I immediately felt a lot better. I didn't feel tired at all, so I think I hit my REM cycle just on point. And yeah, I continued to game for quite a while. I didn't go to bed again until, what was it? Saturday? I don't even remember the day. Yeah, because I started on Friday, so it was like Sunday night or something, or Sunday in the AMs. Then I went to bed again for another 3 hours. And to be honest, I really didn't need to, in my opinion. After the first 3 hours sleep, I did initially feel tired, but after a while, all my tiredness kind of just went away, which is pretty much been my experience with sleep deprivation. The last time I did major sleep deprivation was when I finished Hunter. I pretty much stayed up all, probably 30 plus hours, maybe 40 in total. After a certain point, my body just didn't feel tired anymore, and I felt completely normal. And I really just decided to take that second 3-hour sleep session as sort of a insurance, kind of, because I still had a long ways to go before the comp was over, and I didn't really want to sort of burn out right towards the end. I wanted to finish it strong, so I decided to take that 3-hour nap, and I honestly kind of regret it, and I'll explain why in a second. But after I took that 3-hour nap, I was pretty groggy. I didn't really go as well as the last 3-hour nap. I I did feel like tired after that, but I think it was just I don't know what the term is. There is a term for that, like inertia, sleep inertia, when you wake up and you're not really like feeling active. But that persisted for like a few hours. But after that, I was back to normal pretty much. I was gaming pretty normally, and there wasn't many times where I felt really tired after that. So yeah, I pretty much just gamed through the rest of the comp and finished it, and I was pretty disappointed to find that even though I was rank 1 for MVPs, like this is in like singles players, in terms of EHP, I was actually just barely rank 2 when they scaled it to the skills for the partner. So my fishing got scaled at 110k an hour, and the next best MVP, which was Vior, was scaled to Slayer, which is what the skill he was doing, and I think it was 95k an hour, and that put him 0.07 EHP above mine, so he actually got rank 1 MVP. So I felt a little bit upset at myself. I definitely could have like done so much differently. Like, I'll be honest, like I wasn't really doing this comp very well. I didn't have anything like food prepared. I didn't have like, I got up for water a bunch of times. I 5-ticked as I ate meals and stuff. Like I ate breakfast on Sunday and stuff like that. So there's definitely a bunch of stuff that I could have done and easily taken that 0.07 EP and won, but what happens happens. So I guess now I know sort of better my limits for comps and stuff like this. But yeah, I mean, props to Vior anyway. He really was a beast. I think he actually played more than me total because I only did fishing. The only time I zoned was when I was going to bed. Besides that, I was just completely at the pawn. And I think that the reason I think he played more was because he said that he did redwoods or something while he was working on assignments. So yeah, his redwoods obviously didn't get counted in once the EHP was scaled to the specific skill you were doing. But yeah, I mean, we're pretty much the same rank. I think 0.07 EP is very close, and I did get a mention in the final tweet that happened after the comp, so I'm happy for that. I'm happy, like, I definitely did way better than I thought I would, as I wasn't expecting to do well at all in this comp. I gained a ton of fishing XP, which is awesome. I think I gained 4.7 mil, so not too far off 5 mil, really. 5 mil is pretty insane, honestly. That's like a pretty decent week of fishing for me, is what 5 mil is. And I gained that in like 2 days, so I was very happy. And I think I will finish off my month goal, which was 80 mil fishing by the end of February, thanks to that. So yeah, all in all, the comp went well, and even though I kind of didn't really take rank 1 like I was hoping to at the end, I'm still very happy that I did push myself, and yeah, that was mainly that. Oh, but another aspect of the comp that I wanted to touch on before I move on to something else was the boredom of it. Honestly, like, I didn't expect this. I thought I would just be really tired gaming the whole time, but after the initial sleep deprivation, exhaustion faded, I was just really bored, to be honest. I didn't have a lot of entertainment kind of saved up. I didn't really have any shows on Netflix that I've been wanting to watch. I finished them all before. Didn't have any anime to watch. Most of the music I had, I'd already been listening to for a long time, and I wasn't really into it as much. So yeah, I mostly killed time by spending it in TS. I muted a couple times to try to watch something on Netflix or watch YouTube or something like that, but TS definitely helped me a lot. TeamSpeak really helps the time go by during comps, so I'm very thankful for that. As for stuff I watched a little bit of a Netflix movie, which was, it was okay. I tried to start a couple of series on Netflix, but I really just didn't get into any of them. Maybe it was the fact that I was in a comp and I was not really giving a lot of focus to the Netflix, but all the same, I couldn't really find anything that I wanted to watch. On YouTube, I actually was watching a couple of RS series I've really been into lately. The Snowflake Iron Man series, like the restricted accounts. I don't know why, but I really like them for some reason. And there's only a couple that I really like watching and keeping up with, but I tried out a bunch of different ones, different restrictions, different people doing the same kind of restrictions and stuff like that. I watched a few kind of good ones in my opinion, and that definitely helped kill the time. I think very quickly I'll go over the ones that I like. The ones that I mainly like are Settles Mauritania, of course. He's pretty good at making videos, so those are always nice to watch. UIM Verif, because his fucking account is really sick right now. And he also makes good videos and stuff. I like his style of video making where he just shows exactly what he did. He doesn't try to make it like theatrical at all, like with the backstory and intro and everything like that. I actually don't like it when these series try to do that, and that's why I can't really watch the Tyronin one, the Pirate one. They just don't like that kind of style of video making for RuneScape Progress series. But yeah, those are the two main ones. I actually like the Desert Ultimate Iron Man as a concept, but there aren't really many people who are that far into it that I know about. I don't think there are any people who are really far into it, not like the Karamjor Settled one. And yeah, just a couple like niche ones. Like I really like this one guy doing a 2005 only hardcore Iron Man. He's not like super hardcore. Well, I guess hardcore is not a good word to use in this context, but he's not super grinding this out. He's just sort of having fun as he goes, and I think it's kind of a neat account restriction because playing as a 2005 only Iron Man is just sort of, it's kind of eye-opening how much stuff is in the current game for Iron Man right now. Like, he can't even use Agility Pyramid, obviously no Winter Tot, nothing like that. Like, all his skilling he does, he actually picks flax, he spins them into bowstrings, makes bows, halks them. Like, he's doing stuff that probably Iron Man were intended to do when Iron Man was released, and yeah, that is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of fun to watch, because he actually does like mine coal and iron and make steel bars and stuff like that. It's yeah, anyway, I just like watching that series. But yeah, all the rest of them I don't really like as much, or I'm just not into. Anyway, moving on, I kind of rambled on that point. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's about it. I just wanted to say what I was keeping myself busy with during the comp. Next topic on the list is my my Suicide Pact Hardcore Iron Man series. So if anyone's been keeping up with that, you'll know that it just recently ended. We made it to episode 3. Well, technically episode 2. Episode 3 was just me dying or suiciding the account. If you haven't watched it, then you should probably go watch it, at least episode 3, to see what happened. But yeah, the account is basically done for now. Aaron did plank while he was doing some of the low-level questing and item gathering stuff. So yeah, I mean, I thought we were going to make it a bit further than that, but I guess not. It's kind of like weight off my shoulders, because now I don't really have to worry about progressing that account up. But at the same time, it's kind of annoying that I spent all that effort and time and I just ended up not doing anything with it, because I'm not going to go back on that account as a regular Iron Man or anything. I just don't really want to. And yeah. I have gotten this question, and Aaron has gotten this question as well, if we're going to remake and do another Season 2 or something. And the answer to that is probably. I'm thinking in the summer, when I have a bit more free time, we could sort of start up again. We'll have more motivation to do that, and we'll just hopefully try not to die very early on. Maybe we'll make it a bit farther, but it seemed like people actually did like that series, so I guess thank you for watching that. It was kind of, honestly, it was just a joke. Like, the whole concept was just a joke, but I actually followed through on it. Like, I really just dumped the first episode as on a whim, pretty much. I recorded like 6 hours of gameplay and decided, why don't I just cut this down and release like a 9-minute video on YouTube and see how it goes. And yeah, I just kept doing that until we planked. There really was a big gap in content because once you hit Wintertot, we were just going for 99, so obviously that will take like a week or something for us. Yeah, although the first 2 episodes were kind of back to back, day after day, the 3rd episode wasn't until way after. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a side thing. I'm never going to play that account super serious, I think. It's just more for fun. Anyway, I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I guess I will move on to my ultimate. So, for anyone who watched my last ramble video, I did mention that I was gonna try to play the ultimate again. And I'm doing that. I did a couple of things on it. I got my cooking up, and I got my fishing up. Just been AFK fishing. It's really hard to honestly just play the ultimate because there's so much that I want to do on it that I can't really, because I want to also keep focusing on the main. I kind of just want to do like a bunch of niche big goals. Like I want to do like 200 mil fire making or something like that, because it'd be pretty cool for the account. And honestly, I really like the method. Solo Wintertot is pretty enjoyable. After that, like I want to do a bunch of questing, of course. I want to try my hand at maybe just unlocking a bunch of stuff like in my house and training herbivore and getting all those normal ultimate Iron Man kind of things. And it seems pretty fun, but honestly, I'm at a kind of divide in terms of what I want to do in this game. I'm not really sure if I want to, you know, continue going really hard on the main, which is the account that I have by far the most hours in progress in right now, or if I want to sort of step back on the main, put the main on the back burner, and just sort of focus on my ultimate, because I really enjoy both accounts in different ways. I really enjoy the main, I really enjoy the ultimate. It's just kind of, which is why it's kind of hard to decide. I'm not really someone who dislikes the current main meta or where the direction for the main meta is heading. I think that it's pretty much fine for me. I'm not really a 200 mil all player. I think that I could achieve it if I just kept playing on the main, but I'm not really sure if I have that kind of intention. So ultimate seems more appealing because it's kind of, it's a lot more varied, definitely. Obviously you still have long grinds when you want to do stuff like post 99 XP, or just herbivore in general, and stuff is really slow, of course, but all the same, it's pretty fun to unlock new stuff to switch up your gameplay. And I think that actually grinding out like even RNG goals like certain uniques on bosses would be pretty fun. But at this point I'm still at the threshold of deciding whether or not I want to go full throttle on the ultimate. I said that I'm going to finish fishing, by the way, and I am definitely going to finish fishing. This is for more after when I finish fishing, and if I want to continue on with mining and all the other skills that I was planning on doing on the main. So yeah, I should finish fishing by the end of the year, so I guess that's when I'll make a more concrete decision, or at least have more thoughts on that. I also wanted to touch on just briefly like what I actually want to do on the main. So I mentioned mining a lot before, so I'm sure that anyone who watches these videos probably knows that I'm going to do mining next. But I've also really wanted to do a couple of niche methods, like Superheat Fireball. It seems really difficult, but also pretty fun once you get it down. It kind of looks like one of those methods that I would probably enjoy doing. I've also thought about doing some ZMI, at least to like 99. I know ZMI is very expensive, and I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, just with like the amount of money I'll be able to make and stuff. But if I can do ZMI, like why not, you know? Might as well do 200 mil RC at like 140k an hour. Sounds pretty pog champ to me. And prayer sounds pretty cool to do as well, although I'm very far off from being able to do prayer the way I want to. But eventually I will be doing, superior bones on the Chaos Altar and, surviving out there with the PKers. Apart from that, there's not really too much that I'm really interested in doing. Bank standards I'm not really interested in doing. They're kind of really AFK and they're fast, like Herblore and Crafting. I'll definitely have to play a lot of ults with them to, maintain or to resist the GP loss during them, which is not something I'm super enjoying. Like, I don't really like losing money or breaking even with money. I like making a lot of money. Like, just purely making money, not because I wanted to spend it on a certain skill or anything. Which is why I'm doing Rune Dragons with fishing. It's one of the reasons, at least. But yeah, that's pretty much like all the methods that I wanted to do, so... Oh, right, I forgot about one method. I really wanted to do 1.5 tick-ticks to 90 woodcutting. Reason only to 90 is because I want to zero time the rust as much as I can. Because it's always good to have that kind of zero time available to you. If obviously you just finish that entire skill, it becomes kind of hard because after fishing I'll be out of this AFK method. I don't really have a ton of RD left for AFK. I kind of want to use up my RD to make as much money as I can, and I also want to I don't know, just there's not a lot of AFK stuff left I can do. It's still kind of really focused on making money and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked, so I think I will end the video here. Sorry if I was kind of all over the place and I didn't speak as smoothly as before. I'm kind of tired and a little bit sick, but I really wanted to get this video out, so yeah, hope you enjoyed listening if you did.